Hey, Mike.
Hey, man, what's up?
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
And you know what Tuesdays mean? Nothing really, but we
For
drink
me, it
Heady
usually
Topper.
means band practice.
Oh, fair enough. Is that not happening, I assume?
No, not today.
Lifting shadows off a dream.
Whoa.
We have
So,
a
yes,
beer courtesy of Pim.
Yeah.
We should have had Josh next to you. That's how we can do it in the future. We can have Josh next to you. Mike was up in Vermont a couple weeks ago, and he picked up a bunch of Alchemist beers and brought back some a nice smorgasbord that we're going to go through. And I figured we should do a re-review of Heady Topper. Well, Mike thought we should do a re-review of Heady Topper. See, I just try to I just try to take your ideas. Producer Sean is real.
Producer Sean is real.
He is 7/14/2022. That means it's less than a month old. Not that that really matters. When it comes to Heady, Heady sticks around for a while.
Yeah.
Let's open it.
So
Well, Mike already opened it.
I forgot. It's before we started the video. I just cracked it.
We were talking. I just see him open. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna let that slide.
Oh, well, I almost poured it.
We've got our IPA glasses. I know it says drink from the can, drink from the can.
But you know what? I've seen chemists drinking from these on camera.
Yep.
So?
Oh, you did. See, I try to do a mic pour, and then you have restraint.
Well, I want to get my nose in there.
Yeah, I don't need to. I can do this.
You got a better nose than I will, too.
I know. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Heady. It's like the proto-hazy, right?
Yeah.
Extremely highly hopped. The hop particular is actually what actually gives it its hazy hue. But it's like a golden color. It's almost yellow at the bottom here, and the head is just luscious.
It's gorgeous. I'm actually shocked there's not more. I kind of rotated my can a bit. There's not as many floaties, but I guess when I think floaties, usually Focal's the more floatier of the beers, I think.
Heady can get pretty floaty, but one thing is we didn't empty the can.
Yeah, good point.
And it's still relatively fresh. So
yeah, good point.
So
it's gorgeous. You want to get a nose?
Oh yeah, you know I do.
Oh, I'm going at the can nose.
Oh,
it's just this. It smells like Heady.
It smells like Heady. That's true.
And yeah, go ahead.
Well, you're like orgasming on camera. I'm trying.
I am. I'm like, I haven't had it in like a few months, and it's like, oh, it gets me every time. It just brings you back. There's like those smells, those like tastes that just like your brain just goes elsewhere.
Yeah, and one thing Heady is not. It's not subtle. It is a big beer. It is it kicks the door down when you're taking a sip. You know.
Yeah.
Now the nose. I mean, one thing I sometimes forget because I think of it as big, piney, and and grapefruity. Now, grapefruit is the predominant note, right? But I forget, it's like candied citrus. It's like tangerine and orange.
Pithy.
Yep.
But yeah, like the candied part. The funny thing is, I don't get as much candied citrus from the can, but I get citrus from the can. Pithiness from the can. The candiness comes when you sniff from the glass.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice. I mean, it's almost like fruity saccharine, like candy shop kind of. It's really cool, but it does have that sort of like danky vibe. You get that danky evergreen, and you do get like citrus all up in the wazoo, especially grapefruit. Just grapefruit's like pith.
Pith, yeah. And there's like on the nose on the can, there's almost this like oniony thing. You got a little bit of onioniness.
I get that vegetal note. Yep.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I think vegetal is probably a better way to say it, but yeah. Oh, it just smells. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Clink.
Yeah. Oh man. Whoa. You know, this is actually better than the last one I had.
It's a lot smooth. So I just took a sip right out of the can too. There is a difference. There is a difference.
I know.
I'm sure if I did it blind, I probably couldn't tell, but it seems like this is a little bit more sharper.
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we've been swirling it around the glass.
Right. Right. Yeah.
You know, but yeah, you know, it is. The last time I got it, the last time I had it at a restaurant up north somewhere, and I thought it had like a very metallic taste. I was like, that's not what I'm used to, but it had like a sharp metallic taste. I'm not getting that here. You know, it is sharp. It is bright. It has a lot of like oomph, but it's not metallic in any way. You know, it's
Nope.
It actually it does kick you in the mouth with the grapefruit in that dankiness. You know, but there's like a lot of nice soft citrus fruit and peach character afterward. You know.
Yeah. It starts off very mid palate. It's soft. It has the pithiness, but it has this like not creamy, but like
It's creamy.
it has some over ripened fruits too, but like that piney bitterness is still there to kind of pull you back in. Every time I have this beer, like I'll go through phases, right? And I think you do too, and I think a lot of people from New England probably do, is you go through phases where you have heady for a good period of time because before, back in the day, like where my memories go are heady trips, right, where we used to drive up to Vermont, come back with cases, and we'd have cases of heady for a couple months, right? And then I'm not saying I got sick of it, probably did. But like if you're gonna do the same thing over and over again, not over and over again, but like if you have that much, you're gonna be drinking consistently, your palate's gonna get a little bit fatigued. And you're like, okay, I think I'm good with heady for a while. And then you go maybe 3 months, couple months, whatever it is. You go back to it, and you're like, oh, there it is, there it is.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I don't have it that much anymore, and
Yeah,
when I do have it, you know, to me it's still special. You know, to me it's still special. It's, you know, I think it's instrumental in the craft beer boom,
yep,
and it. I still think it's delicious. I still think it's world class. I don't think it's lost a step. You know, there's other beers I like more. Okay, that's fine, but I don't think this one is. This one hasn't been left in the dirt. Is all I'm saying.
no, not at all, not at all. I think this re-review is probably an amalgamation of a re-review of it in sort of a love letter that we kind of do with, because this is like the third time we've reviewed it, I think, maybe.
I think it is.
So,
yeah, I do. Yep.
It still holds up. Like there's a lot of, like, if you can get this beer, try it. If you haven't had it yet, try it. It's as special as everybody kind of makes it out to be. Like, I would say the hype is real. If you're more of like a super juicy IPA person, you may think this is maybe not as up to the hype, right? Because like at the end of the day, like this definitely has like its claws in the West Coast roots, but it still has that like juiciness that kind of where New England IPAs came from. So I don't know. I guess, yeah, if you're going for more juicy, like soft fruit beers, go into this knowing that it's going to be a little bit different, but kind of remember the heritage.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, this is I expected it to be good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm actually sort of surprised at how much I'm enjoying this.
I'm not gonna lie. When you said use the Spiegelau glass, I was like, oh, I was gonna save some for Carrie when she got home, but like this beer goes down way too quick.
Way too easy. Yeah. And it's a big beer. It shouldn't be this easy, but it's just so like crushable. It's so quenchable. You know, I do think that it dries very quickly on the palate. You know, the bitterness lingers, but a lot of those flavors sort of dry up, and you want them again, and you just keep going. You know.
Yeah. It's fantastic. I'm so glad you picked this up. Yeah, down in the comments. Have you had Alchemist Heady Topper? What do you think of it? What do you think of it over the years? Like, are you the type of people that, like Mike and I were, as like have the same memories as we do? Like, we've had it consistently over the last few years, probably, and kind of still in love with it. Like, where do you see it fit how do you see it fitting now in the beer world? Let's have a conversation. But yeah, everybody, thanks for watching. Nerdsense.net, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, if those are your things. Like, comment, and subscribe with those notification bells so you can post new videos. And I'm Sean. That's Mike. This is Nerdsense. Cheers. Clink.